Well, 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 it is finally Friday. Whoop, whoop. We have almost made it through the week, and my God, am I happy about that. Seriously, this has been a painful week, very painful week. I have not had a whole lot going on. The couple things that I have had to work on are not going anywhere. They're kind of waste of time. I hate to say it like that, but they are. They're not going to be moving forward anytime soon. Anybody who would be. The only thing that's really solid that I would have to look forward to is one of the people I'm working with is using a waiver that I'm very familiar with. I've worked with them before. They take about 6 months to actually approve anything, so this is going to be way, way down the line, but that will be something eventually. I told you about that one guy who had reached out, and I just was flat out like, hey, if you go with that company, I'd be worried about your car being cut up too. Like, I was just straight up with him. And he emailed me again, and I asked about some measurements, so I sent him a really nice detailed walk-around video of one of the similar vehicles with a similar conversion, so he could check that out. And then he emailed me again last night and asked for a trade evaluation on his vehicle, and I'm like, okay, like, so what are we trading this in for? Are we trading this in for another Traverse? What are we doing here? I have a feeling he's just literally trying to get a figure from us to see if another company is making him a good offer too. That's all I think that this is. So I could be totally wrong. I really, really hope I'm wrong. I hope that he is a solid buyer and does move forward. I really do. I think that our conversion will be absolutely perfect for his family, for his needs, and will be exactly what he hopes for. But it's hard. It's really hard, guys. And I don't know. I just feel like I'm wasting my time. And I don't understand this. For some reason, when it comes to like trade-ins, people think that if they just tell me it's a 2025 Chevy Traverse LT with 2,800 miles on it, that I can give them a proper evaluation. I'm like, okay, I need some pictures. Would you guys buy a car for me? If I just told you that and didn't show you any pictures or a video or anything, would you buy a car for me? Why do people assume that we will buy a car or accept a trade without having any photos or some other details? So it's crazy to me. I don't know why people would do that, and it's very, very common. It's not like just a one-off. Like many people think if they just tell me what they have, I can give them a figure. It's like, no, I need to see it. Does it even have an engine? Does it have wheels? Like, is there a big crack in the windshield? Like, I need to see all this stuff. So same as you wouldn't buy something from me without being able to at least see a picture or a video. Like, yeah, we're not going to do that either. So, yeah, I don't know. It's been a tough week. It's been a really tough week. Other than that, I slept pretty good. I started passing out like just before 9 o'clock, and I think it was closer to like 10 when I actually went to bed. But, yeah, I don't know, I was just so wore out. We did have to get a ton of groceries, and I was not in the mood at all to go to the grocery store, so I just placed like an order for delivery. And I still have to go to the store anyway, because, the girl, God bless her, I was this close to like just canceling the whole entire order, because like there was a ton of stuff. She's like, oh, I can't find this, or this is out of stock. And I'm like, I know for a fact that the Milo unsweetened tea, they always have tons and tons and tons of, because nobody really buys it. I said, I know that they have it. You're telling me you can't find it. It's there. It's on the bottom shelf. It's not like right in your sight line. It's on the bottom. But I didn't want to give her a hard time, so we just went through it, but I still have to go anyway. So they were out of that. That was like the most important thing to me. And then I forgot creamer for coffee, so that was my mistake. But it's whatever. Just like, I didn't feel like going. Also, every time we go in, we end up buying a ton of extra things that we see, because we're just like that. We're like, ooh, what about this kind of cereal? Ooh, what about that? So I was trying to save a little bit of money too, but yeah, like, it's just not going to happen. We have to go. But yeah, you know, just kind of a long night. I ended up waking up like around 5 a.m. because I am just like sweating, and I didn't hear the air running, so I was like, did we turn it off or something? Because like I am like hot, like I'm overheating. I got up, checked it, it was on, so it was actually on like set for like 67, and I ended up like turning it down to 66 to get it to kick back on. And because I got up, the kitties thought that it was time to eat, and so Ruby starts following me around, yelling, screaming at me, and I'm like, no, it's not time yet. So I went back to bed, and he did not stop yelling. He stood outside the door yelling and yelling, and eventually Mo ended up getting up at some point to just be like, shh, you know, stop it. So that was my bad. So I got them all stirred up. But yeah, other than that, slept pretty good. having really, really strange dreams. I've been having really strange dreams all week long. And the dream that I had last night, I actually have already had this dream. It's a reoccurring dream, apparently. So it's not something that I had remembered prior to having that dream again last night. But yeah, I do remember. It was kind of interesting. So I'm in this huge, like, I don't know, like Victorian style type, like manor almost, like huge, like brick and stone building, really elaborate, really beautiful. It's got a ton of stuff that I'm like trying to like organize through because like whoever owned it before had left like a bunch of stuff and like I'm moving in, like I had purchased it. And Mo's there with me helping and we're trying to get stuff done, and just for some reason, like many of the dreams that I have, I cannot get a single task accomplished. Like I keep getting pulled in all these different directions. So at one point, like I'm on top of like a roof peak area that has like these metal, like these decorative metal like fence things on the top, and there's like boxes up there with tons of like paperwork, and I'm just going through and I'm trying to organize it and throw away garbage and separate stuff. And then he's like calling me downstairs, and there's like this really gorgeous like small kind of roundish room that has like these long like glass things, like columns in it, and they're really dirty. They're like black and green and everything. And he like opens it up. I don't know how he did it because it also had like a little bit of water in it. He opens it up without spilling any water and like wiped his finger, and he's like, oh look, he's like, I think these are fish tanks. And so we start squeegeeing and cleaning them, and yeah, they're like these tall 3 separate like aquariums, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And we discovered that there's actually like piranhas in there, and I don't know how they're alive because like there wasn't enough water for them to actually live, but like they were still alive. And I'm like, oh shoot, I was like, we need to put some water in here, like so they'll be okay. And so we started filling up those tanks and got them all situated, and they looked amazing and they were cool, and it was weird that it was piranhas, but they looked really awesome. And there was also like, I don't know, like 6 Great Danes in there, and those were like not our dogs, they were like whoever had left them there, I guess, and like really nice like purebred Great Danes. So it was kind of like a dog room slash like aquarium, and you could also see the aquarium through that glass. There's like a courtyard. So like if you go out to the courtyard, you could see those like fish tanks, those columns from the outside. And I don't know, it was really cool. And the way that the house was decorated, it was just like covered in like, you know, fake vines on the inside. It was really ornate and really well put together, but there were some things that I'm like, okay, these are like a little too outdated. Like in one of the rooms, I had a bunch of like vines all over. There was like these like little wooden like decorations that were like with painted ducks. You probably know what I'm talking about, like these old school like ducks. Your grandma probably had the refrigerators when you were growing up. It's like a very like, I don't know, like 70s like style, like maybe early 80s, like kind of like duck painting you've been seeing people's kitchens and stuff. So those were all over, and I'm like pulling those down and like trying to get those off the wall. And I don't know, it was interesting. It's weird. It made me feel very it was like comforting in a way, because I was like, this is my house, and like this is a really nice house, and it's really cool. It needs a lot of work, but it's ours. And but also it's like I can't get anything done. Like I cannot accomplish anything here. Like it's all like starting these tasks and not being able to actually fully finish something. And that is just like the story of a lot of my dreams. So I don't know, I gotta take what I can from that. They say that there's like lessons to be learned in dreams, or it could be, you know, alternate realities. Like that could literally just be like another life of mine that I'm tapping into while I'm sleeping. So I don't know, kind of food for thought there, kind of interesting. Alas, I gotta get inside. I'm sorry I'm sighing and I'm heaving and I'm hoeing because like I really don't want to be here, but I really also want to try to make some money and get something done. I've got a video demonstration scheduled today at 11:30, and I really like doing the video demos because it gives people a sense of like who I actually am, like I'm a real person, and I can really, you know, answer their questions right in real time, show them exactly what they want to see. But yeah, like this lady, she wants to see a vehicle that's not CARB approved in her state, so not helpful. So I emailed her yesterday and just said, hey, you know, like this is the situation. You're probably familiar with emissions in California. They're very strict. This car is not CARB approved. I said, however, here's a link for all the vehicles that are CARB approved. Let me know which one you'd like to see. And then she emailed me back and said, okay, well then make me some suggestions. I was like, here's a link of all the vehicles that are CARB approved in your state. Let me know what you'd like to see. And she hasn't responded. I'm just like, yeah. So I don't even know if she's actually going to show up. More times than not, most people don't end up showing up for the video demonstrations that they schedule. It's strange. Or sometimes they'll schedule them like a week later or a couple days like from now, and it's like by that time like you can't reach them, no one's answering. It's just, I don't know. That's how it's been going though. That's how it's been going for me, guys. So anyway, I love you. Thanks for listening to me ramble and rant and all my problems, and hopefully we'll have some positive things to report on here soon, because I like it better when it's positive. I like it better when things are good and I'm not stressing out and just can enjoy things. So like, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate when you do. Why not, guys? Throw me a sub. Leave me a nice comment. Really appreciate that too. I will respond back. I try to make sure to say hi to everybody who says hi to me. Keep it respectful, keep it kind, keep it uplifting. Really appreciate you do. And if there's something that you're working on, that you're manifesting, that you would like something prayed over, let me know. I'm happy to help out. I love you guys. I got your back. Talk again real soon. Okay, bye-bye.